of course, trying to abuse one of our comrades whom they are constantly putting on television for this or for that. Maybe some of the issues are now sub judice. I can't comment on it, but all I can say is that some of the intelligence which is being given is definitely wrong. He mentioned the other day that my son was incarcerated by the president. It's not true. I told you I had an interview with Newsday. I know who was behind the incarceration of my son in a false incarceration in May last year. And I know what the reasons why it was being done, the political reasons why it was being done. The president had nothing to do with it, and he had to come back and undo that thing, but undo it in a manner which did not arouse the anxieties that he may be interfering with the judiciary. So it had to be a long, drawn-out affair. But me, my wife, who is the Minister of Women Affairs, we know that the president had nothing to do with it. So Bombshell is wrong. Comrade Bombshell is wrong to try to accuse the president. It's not true. Rather, the people who are telling him to go on televisions are the ones who are behind the persecution of my son. So I'm surprised for a field combat officer. He normally has got very good intelligence because he wouldn't have survived the war as a guerrilla fighter if his intelligence was faulty. I don't know why he is being misled by being given chicken feed. It's in intelligence circles, what is being given is called chicken feed, that my son was incarcerated by the president and that I should not have a relationship with the president because he incarcerated my son. It's not true. I want to put it on record. And I just want to say, I worked with him very well when we were in the War Veterans Association. He was in charge of my business unit. And together we are the ones who pushed for Manize, the steel plant, to be there with him. He was the promoter of that business unit. That steel plant today is making ArcelorMittal South Africa close. We are now the champions of steel in Southern Africa. I did that project with a lot of support from the war veterans. It is one of the reasons why we fell out with Mugabe, because he didn't want that project since 2014. The Comrade Geza was my team, was my business development manager. All I can say to him, we are making new headway about Manize. We are going to become a major steel fabricator downstream for Southern Africa. A lot of widgets shall be made in Zimbabwe for the Zimbabwean market, for the regional market, and for the global market. Runesu is my comrade since 1975. We were together at Chimoyo, in Mozambique. We trained together, we fought together. He went for additional training in Romania, I went for additional training in Yugoslavia. And we worked very well together. I just am now, I've got a lot of angst about the way he's being abused by people who obviously have got an agenda. And like I say, my appeal to him is that we have unfinished work in the steel sector. The prospects are just opening up. Manize has started production. So, the Comrade Bombshell, I don't know the other issues which may be bothering you, but definitely we, the war veterans, always remember the good work which you did, and we don't want you to be abused. Bombshell, vari kukusainzesai ndo zvandiri kutaura eni mutaurwa neshamwari yenyu anonditaura futi kuti ndiri shamwari yake. I think mukanzwa mavhindi akanza my friend Comrade Mutsvangwa, Christopher Mutsvangwa. So I've got angst about what is happening to him. That's all I can say. And those who are abusing him, I want to add, most of them vanga vasiri kuhondo, vamwe vacho vakanotrena kuLibya vari vamuzorewo vakunyeba kuti vari macomrades. Ivo vakauya kuno ku1980 vaenda kuLibya 1979. Ndo vari kutenderera vachitendera even pano party headquarters vachizviti tiri macomrades, vachida kunyeba kutora history yevamacomrades echokwadi sana Bombshell, to ride on his coattails as a genuine comrade and abuse him. Vamwe vacho ndokutaurirai, hondo yanga yari kuMozambique, vakazoya kuMozambique vachibva kuTanzania kutraining. Wanga vari kutraining kuTanzania hakufiwi, kutraining school kuna Chingweya hakufiwi. Kwatakanga tiri kuMozambique kufranduku kunofiwa. So some of them wakaita survive vari kunze vasiri muhondo who attended the war but did not fought it are the ones vari kuda kuita abuse their titles as comrades. In fact, for your own information, that was what was the main problem in 2017. An attempt to usurp, to remove the leadership of the army, the war leadership of the army. Vakanga varwa, vari kuMozambique. Nevamwe vakanga vari kuzvikoro zvetraining kuTanzania. I won't mention my names, but one of these days, zvichabuda. We have an army which fought, it has integrity, it is committed to Zimbabwe people, and it will always stay committed to Zimbabwe people. But every day, vekuarmy vazoti, vapi vekuarmy vazoti vamunoziya, vanhu vada kunyebera kunge we know that army because some of us never left Mozambique from day one in 75 when the war started. Ichitangwa nevanhu vakabva kuTanzania vakauya neship inonzi mapinduzi 700 vakati trainer isusu vakauya kumusha kuzotanga hondo vabva kumugagao ndo maheroes atinoziva vanhu vehondo but everybody vangoti vakapfekedzwa uniform mazuva ano vakuda kuzviita hatibviri kunge mageneral takairwa hondo iyi vedu tinoiziva, we know each other. About that already, it's on record, and I'm sure that our disciplinary organs of the party assist with the matter. It's not my domain, and I don't want to jump ahead of the competent party organs which handle that matter. So that's why I was prepared to talk about my past with Comrade Bombshell, to talk about what we have done with steel, but I was not prepared to delve into these other topical issues.